Hey, hi, and hello. Mad Ink Pyro here on day 86. Um, Guys, I'm going to warn you right now. This one is not about keto very much. I got some things I need to get off my chest and I need to say, and this is like one of the only ways I know how to do it. I've kept my mouth shut politically, and if you guys don't like this kind of video, this is kind of a political rant of mine, so if you don't like this kind of video, don't watch it. Just stop it right now. I don't want to hear any flack. I don't want to hear people's opinions about it. This is what I've gathered from watching everything that's going down and how I feel about it. So, I mean, if you got a comment, please put it down below. But I just don't want to get any flack from anything that I say, or, oh, you're wrong about that, or you're wrong about that. Look, I've done the studying, I've watched the videos, I've read the papers. You know, whether they're true or not, who knows at this point. So if you're not into this kind of video, just stop it now. Catch up with me tomorrow. Everything will be back to normal. On a keto note, I did try the Quest shakes. They're actually really good. The one we had was chocolate, and me and Amy tried it, and it was pretty good. But more on that later. I'll actually do a review on it later. I like doing the reviews. So, guys, if you have products out there and you want to send them to me, send them, please. I will review them. I will put them on YouTube, and we will go from there. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Leave comments. Guys, it's an interactive platform. The interactive platform's there so we can interact. And, you know, it'll be something fun to do. I mean, God knows everybody's bored. Alright. Now, that being, my Etsy, CC Designs by William Etsy page. Check it out, too. I'm going to start putting more and more stuff up there here before too awful long. Different stuff that I'm going to get and do. But, anyway. Plus, I'm going to be starting to do fireworks videos, blah, 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 fishing videos. You guys know all that, though. So, it is 12:19 p.m. on Thursday. I spent a lot of time last night watching, basically watching Minnesota fall apart. Now, this has partially to do with that, partially to do with other stuff. Let me go over some facts real quick before I get into my rant of it. Okay, first off, there's riots in Minneapolis over the guy that evidently had a fake $20 bill and had some cop put his knee on the back of his neck and the cop killed him. I'm not siding with the cop, okay? I understand why people are upset, and peaceful protest in this country is one of the things that makes this country beautiful. What is going on in Minneapolis, or however the hell you pronounce it, Minnesota, is absolutely ridiculous. How is looting a store and setting a place on fire gonna get noticed? You guys want to revolt against the police? Revolt against the police. I get that. I understand that this is a great injustice, just like the Freddie Gray thing. I get it. I understand that you're upset. Peaceful protest is the way to get things done. Rioting is not. It's just going to cause more problems. The United States is already in a fragile state. I knew rioting was going to happen. I just didn't know it was going to set it off here. Minnesota, of all places. You know, this is what starts civil unrest, and it's starting to spread through the United States. I'm not trying to spread fear. This is facts. It's catching on in the United States. Everybody's already panicking and flipping out because of the whole coronavirus thing. And unemployment. And, you know, I'm going to touch on all of it. But we're already in a fragile state. Don't make panic into one of the things that we have to now watch out for, because people don't know how to handle their stress and don't know how to politically handle their stuff. So we've got the riots in Minnesota. We've got 100,000 dead in the United States, supposedly from the coronavirus. And I say supposedly because there are rumors going around that every death in a hospital is being marked as coronavirus related, or this, that, or the other thing. Whether it is or not, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I'm not a doctor. I'm not there. I'm not signing the papers. I do know is what they've counted so far is 100,000 deaths in the United States. It's a relatively small number. I think it sucks that 100,000 people had to die over something that is as stupid as a little virus. But it's not the numbers that they were planning. So I could get into the theory on why the whole coronavirus thing, the shutdown and everything happened, but I'm not gonna. That's a personal opinion. Then on top of now we have riots, now we have coronavirus. On top of that, we've got 41 million people unemployed. 41 million people. That's almost 20% of the working populace in the United States that is unemployed. People are going to panic. They're going to start flipping out. It's already happening. They're just looking for a reason to do it. This is unprecedented. This is comparative to the Great Depression. And, it doesn't show any signs of stopping. It really doesn't. 41 million people unemployed. I can't... It's hard to imagine a million people, let alone 41 million people. So, that's something else that's on top of it. On top of that, we have this guy from Connecticut that was riding around and escaping Connecticut through Pennsylvania and Maryland, who was killing people. Okay, either the dude just flipped his lid, or he has some underlying mental conditions, or whatever. They did catch him. Maryland caught him. They got him in Hagerstown. It's wonderful that he's off the street and he's not out there to harm anybody. I'm curious on what his motivation was for it. I really am. So I'm going to be doing some studying on that when I find out. But trust me, I'll say something. Then there was another guy that was randomly shooting at people on a bridge somewhere. I didn't even get the location, but that just happened yesterday. And then on top of that, so let me go over this. We've got riots in Minnesota. We've got 100,000 dead from corona. We've got 41 million people out of work. We've got some guy from Connecticut that's escaping the FBI and killing people on the way. We've got a shooter on some bridge that was taking pot shots at everybody that went along. And now President Trump wants to put an executive order on social media. Seriously? Seriously. 41 million people are without jobs. And you're worried about who's tweeting what? Guys, I don't get political often. I try not to anyway. I'm not a right wing. I'm not a left wing. I'm very impartial. I believe whoever that gets elected into office, we should give them the benefit of the doubt, let them shoot their shot, and see what happens. And there, Republican-wise, Trump-wise, there's certain things I like and certain things I don't like, just like every other person in the world. But in the middle of a pandemic that you created by shutting down the country, you're going to sign an executive order about who's Facebooking what or who's tweeting what? Get your head out of your ass and take care of the 41 million fucking people that you caused to lose their jobs. Priorities. Do you really think there'd be riots if we weren't under the middle of a pandemic right now over this cop killing that guy? There'd be protests, no doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind. Would there be riots? Probably not. You know why there's riots? People are panicking. They have no money. They have no outlet for all the stress that they're feeling because there's 41 million people that are unemployed in the United States. There's active shooters everywhere. 2 of them in a week. 2 of them in a week. Guys, when was the last time we had an actual active shooter? And you're worried about shutting down social media or censoring social media because of something that they said, and you're going to sign an executive order? How about this? How about signing an executive order that takes care of the 41 million people that are unemployed in this country? How about signing an executive order that gives us the fucking money that we need to survive because you shut the country down? I don't get angry like this often, guys. This pisses me off. Look, I'm not saying that Trump's alone. I'm not anti-Trump. I'm anti-stupidity right now. I don't care who's in office. He shut the country down because we needed to be safe. We didn't know what coronavirus was going to do. But now that we kind of know, and we're kind of starting to open up, you need to take care of the 41 million people, the almost 20% of the workforce of the United States, and the people that can't. Look, low-end jobs are gone. Low-end jobs are shot. All these little retail stores and stuff, they're getting rid of their people. You know why? Because they don't have the customer base that they had. Why don't they have the customer base? Because people are ordering offline. So you got to have less employees in the store. People are losing their family businesses that they've had for 50 years because the country was shut down. Look, I understand why the country was shut down. We didn't know what was going to happen. I get that. But take care of the people, Senate. Get off your asses and do something. It's getting old. I'm on disability. My wife's on disability. I've been on disability for several years. So she's been on disability for like 2. We live so close to the poverty line. Actually, I think we live under the poverty line. I have 3 kids. I make it work. Because that's what I have to do to get by. I tell people how much we make a month, and they're like, how the hell do you guys do it? We do it because that's what we have to do. I get it. That needs fixed too. Am I bitching about the Social Security system? No. I'm bitching for the 41 million people that are unemployed. These people are they've already lost their jobs. They're losing their homes. They're losing their vehicles. They're losing their businesses. And as a business owner myself, which I've been for years, I can only imagine what they're going through. I've got to cancel 2 of my shows this year. At least I think I do. Oh no! By this coming Wednesday, by the way, that'll be an update. I don't know what I'm going to do about it. That's my extra money that we live off of. Honestly, that's like our Christmas money for the kids. Is doing these fireworks shows. I don't know if it's going to happen this year. If it does, great. If it doesn't, what do I do? I'm not worried about me. I am worried about living in poverty all the time. So I think the Social Security system needs fixed. I think we definitely all need a pay raise, whoever's on Social Security. But am I complaining about that right now? No. I'm not. We'll live. We need stimulus. We need money. We need medical. We need taken care of. This is devastating to the United States. I don't know. I understand the shutdown, I do, but I understand everybody being on lockdown and quarantine because of this virus. But to do a social media executive order in the middle of everybody panicking is a boneheaded fucking move. I'm sorry, guys. Like I said, I don't normally get like this, but enough's enough. The United States is starting to fall apart at the seams. And certain people are okay. Certain people can work from home. And that's great. You know, the people that have been on the front lines have really gone, including Amy, because she kind of does DoorDash now. Very, very part-time. But she does DoorDash just to get that little extra bit of money that we have to buy because my kids are that we need. Because my kids are out of school and we have to buy more fucking shit like toilet paper and food. Believe me, it's not vacation money. I wish it was. We're doing everything we can do just to keep our heads above water. And I've been quiet about it. I haven't bitched about it. I mean, a couple of my friends hear me complain every now and again. But it's gotten to the point where it's really getting down to the wire. So, to the 41 million people, if I have any of them on my YouTube channel, any of them at all, that have lost their jobs due to all this craziness that's going on, hang in there. Something's going to happen eventually. And if not, well, I can say I tried to stay positive. As far as the rioting in Minnesota, stop being stupid. Handle it the right way. Rioting's not going to get you anywhere. To the state police in Maryland who caught the Connecticut guy that was like killing people. Congratulations. I'm glad you got him. I'm glad people are safe. To the weird shooter guy on the bridge that I just found out about this morning, don't know much about that situation. I'm glad they stopped him. You know, that's just one less thing all of us need to worry about. There's stuff, there's so much, because people are flipping out because of the economy and because the Senate and Congress won't get off their asses and actually do their job. And no offense, but Donald Trump, if you see this, people forward it to Donald Trump if you want to. If you see this, how about signing an executive order that says Congress and the Senate have shit to do with it? We need money. Everybody in the United States right now needs money. We need help. Put that in your bill. Send that off. Sign it into law. Because if you don't, you're going to lose the country. 41 million people unemployed. 41 million people. Unfathomable number. Guys, that's what I've got for you today. I'm sorry, I had to get it off my chest. If you stuck around for that whole rant, I appreciate it. If you did not stick around for the whole rant, I understand. I understand if this video gets a whole shitload of dislikes, because this is just how I feel. I've given my all to be positive through this whole thing and to try to ignore it. This is one of those times I just can't anymore. There's so much wrong right now, and I get it. I understand it. There is a big mass of stupidity hanging over the United States right now, and it keeps trickling out every time. It's kind of like a balloon or something that gets leaks. And once that leak hits, it's like, oh shit. And now we need to just either deflate the balloon and handle it the right way, or we just need to pop it and get it all over with at once. Rip the Band-Aid off. It's time that something's done. This is getting to the point where it's ridiculous. So guys, I wanted to get that off my chest. I wanted you guys to hear my side of everything, since I really don't talk about this a whole lot. I promise tomorrow's video, I might even shoot another one today that'll be more keto related and everything. But y'all wanted the raw me, here it is. I mean, this is what I think about day in and day out. This is what I lose sleep over. This is how I handle my life. And this is just a daily thing. So, I appreciate you guys watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified whenever I upload a new video. That's it, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Just get healthy. Try to stay happy and positive in this fucked up time. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.